Our story begins a long, long time ago on planets far, far away. 10,000 years before our time. For a millennium, high in the snowy Adobe Mountains of Amdo Prime, the Don Bendu attended a massive edifice they called the Thowior. The monks knew the Thowior was not part of their world. Within its sealed structure, they sensed great mysteries waiting to be revealed. And so, the Dark Bendu waited. They contemplated and meditated and listened with their minds and hearts as well as their senses. And one day, the Thowior spoke to them. They heard the call in their hearts, in their minds, not with words, yet as a voice, heard in stillness when all was at balance. An invitation. There were no questions among the Dark Bendu. This was their moment. This was the moment for which all their training had prepared them. This was the fulfillment of prophecy. The Dark Bendu entered the Thowior following that prophecy and found revelation. 7 other Thowior repeated the pattern throughout the galaxy. On Tashik, Wookiee warriors defending the Mystic Pyramid heard the call and followed peace. On Dathomir, shamans and seers encountered the Thowior in dreams and visions. The Thowior sang to them. They followed the song, and they found harmony. On Ryloth, Twi'lek philosophers debating the source of the mystical energy they felt surrounding them, heard the call of the Thowior, and left the safety of their caves to venture into the desert. By instinct, they knew the answers they sought lay beyond their world. They entered the Thowior and found enlightenment. On Manan, Silpath scholars and scientists paused in their studies as the doors of the great Thowior opened. They entered and found wisdom. The 8 Thowior visited many worlds, gathering other sentients who heard the call, then sped toward the center of the galaxy. Within the deep core, where dark matter causes stars to collide and space can warp in the blink of an eye, the Thowior navigated the twisted paths between black holes and stars, arriving at their final destination, the planet Typhon, where the ships gathered around the 9th and largest of the Thowior. The planet heralded their arrival with great storms. On this world, the travelers felt the energy that surrounded them, the same mystical, primal energy, the same force that had called them to the Thowior. On that day, the travelers became as one in the force. The Thowior left the central pyramid to take the travelers to their new homes on this strange world. One in the Force, these travelers from diverse and distant worlds also became one people. They became Typhon. The purpose of this gathering soon became clear to the Typhons. They were to study the Force and master the abilities it gave them. But truly knowing the Force would take more than sitting in deep in silent thought. Their minds became a moving meditation of the Force, a manifestation of the Force from within. Observing the world around them, they saw two moons in one sky, the light Ashla and in dark Bogan, and they understood the dual aspects to the Force, light and in dark. The light defined the dark as the dark did the light. When balance was not maintained, Typhon reacted to the imbalance with severe storms and quakes. And so, the travelers defined themselves. Ever seeking a balance, they became the Jedi, a dime in due turn, meaning a mystic center. Only through the harmony of balance could the Jedi maintain a peaceful world. As the millennium unfolded, the Jedi built a great civilization, establishing temples, cities, seats of learning and healing, each centered around a Yor. But not all those born to Jedi could become Jedi. Those born without the ability to touch the Force were at the mercy of the planet. Even the Jedi could not always protect them. It became clear after the lost city of Arim was destroyed that Typhon was too dangerous for those who could not use the Force. So, in the second millennium, a second migration took place. The Typhons who were not Jedi left Typhon, going first to the moons, Ashla and Bogan, and from there outward to populate the other worlds in the system. It was a time of great sorrow and terrible necessity. Families were sundered, and in many cases the wounds never healed. Those born with an affinity to the Force were always brought back to Typhon, from youngling to apprentice, from journeyer to ranger, and finally to master. A Jedi grew, passing from one temple to another, seeking knowledge, seeking balance in the Force. There created a message of peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no fear. There is power. I am the heart of the Force. I am the revealing fire of light. I am the mystery of darkness, in balance with chaos and harmony, immortal in the Force. From Typhon, the children of the Jedi sprang out to cross the Typhon system. Traveling toward the sun, they settled on Sunspot and Malterra, Nox and arid Creve Core. Beyond Typhon, they settled first on Kalamar, jewel of the Typhon system, then Shikal, the Outlaw world, then on the forest planet Skagora, and on the moons of the giants, Obri and Mar, and even the outermost planet, Cold Fury's Gate. The Jedi intervened on the subtle worlds as requested, or as the Force directed. But over the centuries, they became mysterious, even feared figures of legend, and sometimes figures of resentment. The children of the Jedi became estranged from their parents. One such was the despot queen of Chicago, Queen Hadia, who first united the crime barons of her planet, then pressed the subtle worlds into her service. In her pride, she would not be subject to the Jedi or the will of the Force. Her will alone would be supreme. So was born that despot war. The children of the Jedi returned to Tython to wage war. The despot army was great in number, but the Jedi had the Force as their ally. The despot army was defeated at Caliph, the Temple of Knowledge. Queen Hadia was slain, but every victory comes at a cost. Many Jedi warriors fell in that battle. Many more of the despot army died. Some of the wounds between the Jedi and their children have yet to heal. That was all but 20 years ago.